What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coach T with Chicago Bears 360. Back with another live show for y'all. Listen, my laptop, MacBook Pro, and Google Chrome was just kicking my butt just now. Listen, we're gonna do the Drake Maye tape today. All 22 breakdown. We're gonna do talk about Cliff Kingsbury interviewing for the Chicago Bears offensive coordinator job. That and so much. And while I finish getting this stuff figured out, y'all hanging there with me. Listen, we're going to get it going. That and so much more. Y'all know the West. Cue the intro, maestro. Let's go. Contra.
Life like chess, move to pieces, you know I roll in silence. On the road to them Benjis, I feel my teeth with diamonds. I'm high as fuck in the sky, you would've thought I'm pilot. I'm from Chicago, it get ugly, fill the streets with violence. Life like chess, move to pieces, you know I roll in silence.
Past, present, future. We bear down.
And just like that, we're back, Bears fans. Thanks for joining me. It's your boy, Coach T with Chicago Bears 360. Do me a favor as you come into the building, as you come into the live, man. Run those likes up. Like, subscribe, share. If you watch this on the playback, be sure to subscribe to the channel, man. We got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. It's been a crazy day, man. Gee whiz, bro. Trying to get it together. Hat all jacked up. Nothing's working for the show. Man, it's like that sometimes. But you know what we do, bro? We just adapt and overcome. We keep it going, man. How y'all doing out there? Crazy day in Bears land. A lot going on. Your boy Cliff Kingsbury interviews for the head coaching for the offensive coordinator job. How we feeling about that, Bears fans out there? Cliff Kingsbury, former head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, doing this thing out there, brought the air raid offense, if you will, which is a variation of a high RPO offense, brought the air raid offense to Arizona. And he's interviewing for the Bears offensive coordinator job, which I thought was pretty intriguing. We spoke about this yesterday, right? We talked about this yesterday on yesterday's show. And when I was talking about doing the Caleb Williams film breakdown, and I was saying, and I stick by my take, that listen, if you're going to bring the kid in, you definitely have to bring him into a situation that's conducive for him, right? You have to bring him in a situation that's conducive for him. What we don't want another situation is to have a mismatch with the quarterback and the offensive coordinator. So I think it's really responsible for Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham to do their work, do their homework, and make sure that they're preparing for all scenarios with this situation, right? It would be irresponsible for them to not explore both sides of the situation and make sure they do their due diligence in this situation. So a quick look at Cliff Kingsbury resume. Y'all know about the Arizona stop. So, he spent this past season in Southern California as a senior offensive analyst. Of course, head coach of the Arizona Cardinals for 3 years, 2019 and 2012. Came along with Kyler Murray, helped install that air raid high RPO offense up there. Prior to that, his time at Texas Tech, 2013 to 2018, where I believe he had Patrick Mahomes there, right? So, and I talked about the Patrick Mahomes PTSD with a lot of Bears fans, right? You know what I'm saying? It was joking, but it's serious. A lot of Bears fans are attaching Patrick Mahomes style play to Caleb Williams. That's what they see when they see him, and they don't want to miss out on an opportunity to have another generational, quote unquote, air quotes, Patrick Mahomes, right? So Cliff Kingsbury was at the heart of that, right? He was at the He was on ground zeros for developing, if you will, Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. Cliff Kingsbury runs a lot of the similar concepts, almost identical to Lincoln Riley. If I had to match them up like that, that's why he probably spent some time back at USC. Obvious relationship there with Lincoln Riley, but he went back to USC to, because he provided value to that offense and different perspectives and what should be happening with that offense. And prior to that, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Texas Tech, co-offense coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Houston, and offensive quality control coach at Houston. So if you look at it, right, Houston, Texas A&M as an offensive coordinator, head coach at Texas A&M, Arizona, and USC. Now, when he got the head coaching job at Arizona, a lot of groans and moans about that because, at the time, Cliff Kingsbury had jumped the line in a lot of people's eyes in this head coach situation. Let me turn my hat around. I'm not liking this situation here. All right. That makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah. So they said he jumped the line when it comes to head coaching opportunity. So it wasn't a popular. It wasn't popular amongst a lot of NFL players and NFL coaches. Nonetheless, he had an opportunity to do it, and I think it's like this right here. Yeah, and he was on the hot seat in college. I think it's like this right here. For the Chicago Bears, like I said, you have to do your due diligence. It'll be irresponsible for Ryan Poles not to make sure that they are not doing their homework and making sure they're planning for both scenarios. And actually, if you look at it, the offensive coordinators towards the latter portion of these interview process tend to transition more into a heavy zone read, RPO style, air route raid style, offense style too. I think he started with the, McVay guys, the high split zone, outside zone, inside zone, counter duo, all that stuff, right? Play action type of guys who ran traditional style offense. And I think over the last few interview candidates, Thomas Brown, Cliff Kingsbury, Greg Roman really started the transition for me of transition to more of these zone read style offensive coordinators or guys who play in a non-traditional situation. So for me, I think, there's a logical attachment, if you will. And this is no surprise to you guys. I mentioned this yesterday. So it shouldn't be a surprise to you guys. There is a logical attachment to Caleb Williams. Obviously, he was there with Caleb last year during the season, or as recent as a few months ago. So he would have unique perspective on who Caleb Williams is as a person, his capabilities, his study habits, his practice habits, all that stuff. He can give you insight on as to who he is. And I'm gonna tell you how things happen kind of in the college world, top coaching world, top to bottom. And this is a known thing. This is a coaching ism. If you lie for a kid and you put your reputation out for a kid, I don't care on what level. If you put your reputation out and you put your neck out for a kid, and a coach at the next level or any level, and they find out that they can't trust your word on the kid, say you're a high school coach and you lie or you inflate or sensationalize, the conduct or behavior of a kid when a coach is recruiting them. Listen, you will be blackballed so bad. So I don't believe, whatever the case is or whatever is going on with Caleb, the rumors about this, that, and the other. I told y'all last night, I don't get into that stuff. But whatever the, however you would characterize him off the field, on the field, practice habits, study habits, all that stuff, his knowledge, his ability to retain information, all that stuff. I think they'll be able to get valuable information and make an educated decision on what it is they need to do. And I do believe this shifts the conversation, or this shifts my percentages back to the middle a little bit as to what they're going to do. And from a business strategic standpoint, it makes it put Ryan Poles in a better situation because he's not hedging his bet on looking like he's going all in on Justin Fields or Caleb Williams now. None of the other GMs, 31 GMs in the league can really say, oh, you interviewed these guys, so I can use that as leverage in negotiations now when we start talking about Justin Fields or Caleb Williams. I think it's a great move. It's a very strategic move. And it was the right thing to do no matter what. So whether we get him or not, again, it's the smart thing to do. If we do take Caleb Williams, I told y'all last night, it has to be a Kingsbury. I don't like the upstart offensive coordinators, but if you're going to do that, at least put them with a match philosophically wise. Now, I'll tell you, this is bias. This is me at an admitted bias. I don't like air raid offenses. I don't like run and shoot offenses. I don't like heavy RPO offenses because a lot of times with those situations, they don't allow you to play complementary football. You leave your defense out to dry in games when they're not clicking. That's why I like more ball control, more balance, ball control offense, run game, play action where you control the clock, time of possession, more traditional style offenses versus air raid, RPO, whatever it is you want to call it. Because I know having run a tempo offense myself, what jeopardy it could put your defenses in. It could really hang them out to dry. So a good friend Papa Scrubs out there on Twitter, he made a good point today earlier when I was talking to kind of discussing this out loud on Twitter, and he was like, hang on a second, coach. He was like, listen, you got to think about this. A defensive coach and a former offensive lineman, they're what do you think they're really looking at? And I'm gonna read his comment directly because I thought he made a good point. He said, "True, I just can't see an ex-offensive lineman GM and a defensive-minded head coach wanting to run an air raid. I'm an air raid coach, and if you don't marry the running game with it, it can be a very, very finesse offense." And I couldn't agree more. That's what I mentioned about the ability, the part of it being a complementary offense. So it does, the fact that they're bringing them in, it does move the needle back to the middle for me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just marry whatever kid you take, whatever decision you make, marry him up with the right offensive coordinator so the Chicago Bears fans can see some good football. That's all I care about at the end of the day. I know we all have our preferences, but you know what I'm saying? Watching bad football, it just drives me nuts, especially watching your team play bad football and then having to go and watch teams like the 49ers and the Miami Dolphins, maybe not so much this year, Kansas City Chiefs, but watching other teams like that, that stuff it drives me crazy. So, but shout out to Ryan Post for doing the work, man. We can't knock his hustle, man. He doing this thing. But listen, this part is what I really want to get into because you know what I'm saying, this is what we all here for. We're gonna get into this Drake Maye tape a little bit today. I haven't really had it. Well, I did. I saw some Drake Maye highlights. I began this with some Drake Maye highlights, but you all know you can't really analyze a quarterback based off of highlights. Now, what you can tell from highlights is what the offensive coordinator is trying to do in a particular scheme with a guy, right? Whether he's running, high RPOs, whether he's, making him make full NFL reads and stuff like that. Again, that's the criteria for me. That's what I want to see. So I'm going off the cuff with this. I'm gonna find some good stuff for us to take a look at when we're looking at Drake Maye and see what it is again they're attempting to do with him and how is it that how does that translate to the NFL? So y'all can stand by with me 1 second while I get this queued up and we can get right into it. How about that? That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all shouts out in a minute. But let's jump into this Drake Maye tape real fast. Let's do about, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 series, and I'm come in and check on y'all, see what y'all have to say about it real fast. So here we go. Again, I haven't done any in-depth pre-film work on Drake Maye. This is my opportunity to see it with y'all and make a, you know what I'm saying, live reaction to Drake Maye. I've seen the highlights, I've seen some things he does, but I haven't like really got into it and see, you know, made an opinion one way or the other. So always start with what the defense is trying to do, or really what they're trying to do, right? But also how the defense is responding to that. So first play off, they got like like 11 personnel situation right here, one tight end, one running back, what I call ace formation, ace, and they Y stack right here with the tight end. So let's see what they're doing with him right here. Let's see if he's making RPO type stuff, or is he okay? He's sticking the ball in the belly of a running back and getting sacked. That's not good. We starting out hot today. Who is this? Wake Forest they playing? They're going against no, Appalachian State. Appalachian State, yeah. Yeah, that was probably not how you want to start out a game if they started out that way. Here we go. All right, we're going doubles. Got these guys spread out here a little bit wide. Let's see what they try and do here. All right, NFL tight read. Cool. Come on, man. I hate this stuff, man, for these young quarterbacks. Like, how can you evaluate tape and you're getting guys in your face all the time? And this is Appalachian State. Great way to start out a film session, right? 2 sacks in a row. Let's go. Let's get to something. Hey, I'm gonna try and move a little bit quicker today. Okay, different opponent. What is this? Boston College or Minnesota? All right, trips right. Single high safety versus trip right. Let's see if we make a NFL read throw right here. Yep, progression throw. All right, is this a sack highlight film or is this Drake Maye sack tape? Oh, if I read the tape, then I would have figured that out, huh? Drake Maye sack tape. Huh. Why would somebody make a Drake Maye sack tape? That is dumb. I don't know who crazier, me for not reading that or the person for making a Drake Maye sack tape. Oh, that's crazy. Somebody must not really not like Drake Maye, huh? Made a whole sack highlight video for him. All right, let's get something else. Let's get something else. Let's get something nice and lengthy though. First look. I don't want to take somebody else's stuff. This is the problem with evaluating these guys too, man. It's like it's not a whole lot of all 22 out there. This is a guy I used last night. I ripped this video. Shout out to Peter Takes. This is a live reaction, by the way, YouTube. This is a reaction video to Peter Takes breakdown of Drake Maye. By the way, YouTube. So don't shadow ban my video or whatever y'all call it. All right, here we go. This is crazy. Somebody made a whole sack video. Somebody hates Drake Maye. All right, what are they trying to do right here? What are they trying to do? I see you, Peter. All right, here we go. Crossing route, getting the ball out of his hands. That's what you want to see in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. My ace gun formation, ace left. Sad, yeah, 11 personnel, ace gun, ace left gun. Everybody's in the right position. NFL read. See, there's no mesh. He's having to go left to right. Let me slow this down. Let me go a little bit. Let me go a little bit slow-mo on this one. Let's see what he's doing with his eyes when we start off right here. I'm gonna try and go fast with y'all today. All right, here we go. He's going left. Looks like left to right read. Coming back left. Sticking his foot in the ground. And getting batted down. All right, he had that guy right there. The ball got batted down. Come on, dude. They're not giving me a whole lot to look at here. Drake, Drizzy. You know his teammates call him Drizzy, right? Got to. North Carolina versus Clemson. Now we got a commercial. Gee whiz, bro. Today is just not. All right, here we go. I'm cheap. I'm not paying for the expensive version of it. Here we go. Trips left. Again, NFL drop back, NFL read. You got the out right there. Ball should be out ahead of time, and that's a completion in the NFL. Right here. See, people talking about throwing with anticipation, right? You know, if that ball's there before, and that's hard grading right there. If that ball's there before, you can get a look, you can get a completion right there. Or worst case scenario, it's batted down. I don't know if this qualifies as a sack, but yeah, this ain't the best film work either. That's the trouble with these college guys, man. If you don't catch them live, it's hard to evaluate them. All you're gonna get is highlight plays. Here we go. NFL read, trips again. One read. He didn't make a progression read right there. He's throwing the dart down there. Does at least get the touchdown? Jeez. Oh yeah, his dude is celebrating. So yeah, one read, you know what I'm saying? Accuracy on point. Um, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? See, I'm not gonna be overly impressed with the, one read stuff. That's similar to the RPO stuff to me. Um, I want to see you make some progression read throws. Here we go. There you go. There you go. At least make the read, right? Even though it's incompletion, he didn't step into that real confident. You see on his leaning back on his back foot, he's kind of feeling the rush. If he steps into that and delivers that, you know what I'm saying? At least get it on the guy's body. Don't we're not skipping passes down the field. I understand why they do it, but come on, guys. You don't need to do all this end zone shot stuff. It is what I said it was. Here we go. Take it back a little bit. All right. I don't understand what these dudes are doing with this film work. All right, here we go. All right, doubles. Motion man out to see if they get a guy to go with them. It's probably in the Q. No, they're not running the Q9. You know what I'm saying? 1-2 route right there, delivers the ball on time. You know what I'm saying? That's a design play right there. I don't know so much as that's a design read, but I feel like that's a design play right there. He's knowing 1-2 run. But yeah, y'all getting a chance to see firsthand. Y'all getting a chance to see firsthand why these guys come to the NFL and struggle, right? They're not doing the NFL game is so much more complex because of how defenses play. Look at this guy right here. Look how far he's off of this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm an offensive coordinator. I'm coming up. I'm saying, listen, if this guy does this, we're going to snap the ball and throw it every time until we force this guy to play up. They do this stuff in college all the time. They're not going to do that in the NFL. That guy's going to be up, press, man, in your face, knocking you off your route, harassing you. And he probably throws a touchdown right here. But look at the quarterback action right here. He knows where he's going this whole time. I think he gets locked in on this receiver. Again, not trying to be overly critical, but I'm trying to see progression reads. Where's his eyes go first? Little crazy mesh. I don't know why they do that. High to low read, right? You know what I'm saying? Stick in the pocket and just take this nickel right here. Stay in the pocket and take this nickel right here. But he knows where he wants to go pre-snap. And he's just staying with his guy the whole time. See what I'm saying? Leaning, falling, fade away jumper for a touchdown. If you don't watch the film, you know what I'm saying, or you just go off resorts, you like, oh man, he threw for 300, 400 yards. this game. But in the NFL, that little check down right there is you're gonna live by that. You know what I'm saying? That check down is Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? This touchdown in the NFL is Marshall Brady. Marshall Brady. That check down is Tom Brady. That's gonna get you to the Hall of Fame. I'm telling you. Here we go. Doubles. Inside little slant, short post or dig or whatever you want to call that. Still haven't seen the NFL progression read cross the field yet. I'm seeing 1 and 2 progression, 1 and 2 read stuff. We might see it in another game on another tape, on another piece of film, but I'm not seeing it so far. Now, I take a step back from the Caleb Williams tape, and I'm saying at least the Caleb Williams tape, I got to see the RPO stuff. All right. What is he doing? I don't know what this offense is or how they piecing this film together. So let's try and get us back to the full field view. All right, here we go. Here we go. They like this ace gun formation. He's looking to the single side, working his way back. 1, 2, 3. Look like a little Getsy action going on right here where routes are way down the field. Yeah, FUBAR. I'm assuming they lost this game. Oh yeah. Got it raked out of his hands. That's what happened. All right. Sorry guys. This is what we got to do. This is what y'all getting a live look at how it goes really. When people talking about they watch film, this is really how you have to do. This is why people get frustrated when y'all give them a hard time because they got to comb through good and bad film. Because there's not a whole lot of all 22 sites out there for college football unless you just plugged in like that. 1, 2 read. You got a big out right there. Here we go. Fake the mesh. Got this guy coming on the deep out. Now that's a big NFL ass right there to throw that. If he hits it, it would have been pretty impressive, but no bueno. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? The other part about this is too, I don't watch a whole lot of college football, so I don't get a chance to be biased with it. A lot of these guys too. There you go, doubles. He looks left, come back right. I don't know if North Carolina just had a bad day this day, or this is their offense, but this is not good. There you go, doubles. This is not good. I don't know if somebody's trying to sabotage Drake Maye's career by putting this stuff out. Like it was a highlight reel, but this is not it, my boy. This is not it. I'm gonna get 3/4 through this. I'm gonna come back, check y'all out, and while I'm going to check y'all out, I'm gonna do multitasking. I'm gonna look for another piece of film. Here we go. Trips right. I don't understand on the trips why they start right. Start to the 1 side and work their way to the 3 side. You know what the coach is trying. I get it. I understand why you do it sometime. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. I'm gonna come check y'all out. Find something else. I can't watch this crap, bro. Brian White said, I watched highlights of Caleb Williams, Drake Maye, and Jane Daniels, and Jane Daniels look better than both. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm not making an observation off of this just one tape. This is some bad tape. If that is him, I wouldn't want nobody evaluating. But I'm trying to figure out why would you, unless somebody just hates the kid, why would you put that out? because that's not good. Not good at all. Let's see. I don't want to see Drake Maye versus Clemson. I don't want to see a Drake Maye interception tape. Don't think people aren't out here doing sabotage work too. It's crazy. Crazy. Hmm. Here we go. Syracuse, 442-yard game. You know what I'm saying? We'll let the commercials play through and we'll get to the tape. 442-yard game, then there should be some good plays in. Let's do it. Let's slide to the DMs. I'll get back.
Did you get like some crazy DMs or what?
Very.
Surprises or no?
You're talking like blue check marks?
Yeah, like
People who be sliding and I'm like, wow, y'all fuck with me like that.
What up, gang? I see my guy Jay Sanders in the building. Yada said, Coach, why wouldn't these top prospects or recruits want to go to a school where they run more of a pro style offense? Man, that's a great question. I just don't think it's a whole lot of schools out there that do, to be honest with you. I think LSU is one. I believe Notre Dame is one. Off memory, Notre Dame, LSU. There's very few teams that do. A lot of these teams are doing what they're doing in high school, man. They're doing a lot of zone read, a lot of RPO stuff. A lot of coaches got heartburn with it too in the NFL. I heard Dan Orlovsky talking about it with some other quarterbacks, and they were saying exactly and feel the same way I do about. I don't mind the RPO game. I just don't think you use it as, you know what I'm saying, your foundation of your offense. Ron Warnarski said, this is not highlights, it's lowlights. I'm going to get you something better, Ron. Brian White, I watched highlights of Caleb. I read that one already. Yada said he moves well like Mitch. Yeah, I know a lot of Bears fans are going to make that association. Fredo said he did say on his podcast that they have to evaluate his options if they don't keep him. I don't know who you're talking about there. Let me know who you're talking about that, Pedro. Pedro says this was his worst game. Crosby's under contract. Y'all doing deals in the chat? Keith Harris says, I believe Drake Maye is considered due to his measurables of 6'4", 230. He's slightly better than Trubisky coming from the same scheme, struggled with reading defenses. Yeah. Shoot. Again, I'm not going to make it based off of that, but shoot. Yeah, it's not looking good for your boy. But let's take a look at this 442 passing yard game. Let's see if we come up with some different opinions of what's going on. Of course, it's Syracuse. I don't know what Syracuse final record was, but they're 4-1 right here. And the one thing I'll say about this offense is they like to pass the ball. They are very good at it so far. Here we go. Ace formation. Got it was doubles with a motion. See, this is where it hurts when you don't have all 22, because I want to see if somebody was open before he took off. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that about Drake Maye, that he can get sticky in the run, like he has wheels. But, Mr. Trubisky had wheels too. So I don't know what you do with that. About that one, it's another game of Drake Maye. Let's see if y'all got questions, comments. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who's a North Carolina alum? LOL. Hey, what's going on? Must be alum. What? Who's giving me a hard time? Who's giving me a hard time out here, man? I don't know, man. We're low lights. I'm trying to catch up. Keith said, haven't had a son that went through the recruiting process, coaching or catering the QBs about stats and high power offense. Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? What's up, coach? What up, J2K? Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's I mean, even if you think about Shadur Sanders, right? I mean, Shador throws the ball all over the field. It's quarterback stat heaven. You know what I'm saying? But I think that offense he's in at least allows him to make some NFL reads, right? Cornelius says Drake May looks like he fell off the Wheaties box. Fell off the Wheaties box? My God. He's the next Jim Drunkenmiller. Gee whiz, man. Y'all harsh in the comments. I like Daniels and Penix Jr. over May. Yeah, so today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. Probably Saturday, I'll get into Daniels tape. I'm expecting because LSU, the last time I checked, LSU had a more NFL style offense. I could be wrong. I'm expecting that, we'll have better tape on on Daniels. Keith Harris says college football is becoming like AAU football. I agree, man. It's I'm happy for the kids that they getting paid, but I mean, shoot, bro. The way things are right now, they retired a legend out there, man. Nick Saban, you can say what you want, man. Nick Saban retired because he didn't want to deal with this foolishness. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to deal with this foolishness out here in the college football world, in a NIL, multi-million-dollar college players that he has to try and figure out how to motivate because they have everything. And I think there's a fine line. I think the kids should be getting paid. Um, but I think that the mistake the NCAA did is they didn't get ahead of it and they didn't structure it. They should have came up with like a work system pay scale where, you know what I'm saying, you're getting this based off your, senior, like you go freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, you know what I'm saying, grad student. You had some kind of scaled out pay system where the structured pay system. But right now I feel like it's you know what I'm saying, get while the getting is good. You know what I'm saying, get while the money is good. And so you have a lot of players getting paid early. You have a lot of guys that you know, they're making more money as fourth and fifth year seniors in college than they would their first 2 years in the NFL, and they're choosing to stay. I saw a news report. One guy, I believe, is at Miami. He's going into his ninth year. Um, his ninth year into his college career. It's his ninth year. That's crazy. Nine years playing college. This is a grown man at this point. He's about 2 years away from collecting Social Security. At this point, and you know what I'm saying? Why go to the NFL? You're gonna be like a 30-year-old NFL rookie. Yeah, it was a Miami tight end. I don't know what his name was, but it's out there floating around Twitter somewhere. He's going into his ninth year at Miami. Google it. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this is what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna watch some more Drake Maye tape on my own time. But listen, this stuff is not impressing me. And I don't want to punish you guys with more of it. I'm not gonna make a critique on it yet, but I just, it's bro, this is terrible. This is hard, bro. This is hard. I wish we had pure NFL all 22. But what I'm seeing, I'm not overly impressed with, man. Even on a 442-yard passing game, um, and I probably be able to sneak one more in here. I'm trying to be trying to be impartial and really give it a shot. Let's get Drake May, Notre Dame. I don't know if this was this past season, but let's go with it. Here we go. Trips. Now that's what you want to see. Reading the field. Nothing is there. You got to get out of there. Okay. That's Caleb Williams type stuff. At least you're making, you see where he bounced, he looked over the field, he tried to make a read. That's what you want to see. Okay, left, right. Oh, this is single read, ball out. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's get it going, man. Let me speed this up a little bit. Here we go. Mesh. Looking. Out of there. Yeah, get your lunch taken right there, too. I mean, is it me? Trips, guys running into each other, mesh, concept, and incompletion. Here we go. Trips left. He's reading out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they teaching these kids in college, bro. Just go run something on one. Make up something. Quick mesh. Take a sack. I'm letting this one play fast because I want to just confirm. I'm not seeing like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just like if you feel the game, you feel where games are like you see where play calling, you feel where the game is like a concerted effort to matriculate the ball down the field. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying, feels organized. This feels all over the place. This is like watching Luke Getzey now. Like, what are we doing? Fake the counter, screen. Yeah, look, you sneak that one in there, bro. This is wild. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let me get this off of here, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna be laughing when they do these evaluations when they do these evaluations during the draft and they say, he's the next whatever, right? And then you go back to you go back to this tape and you're like, man, like what are these guys doing? I don't know. Berlismo, you take a look, when you take a look at Drake Maye, man, just ping me or something. Let me know. So for the 3 games we saw tonight, it seems like it's all over the place. They're not asking him to do as much RPO stuff as Caleb Williams. He's making, he's making a lot of reads out of doubles and trips, but it's 1-2 or one read throws. It's not any progression stuff. And even the progression stuff, you know what I'm saying? His head's all over the place. His feet are all over the place. Like I said, I don't know what they coaching these dudes to do, man. It just seems like a bunch of bad football, and we don't need any more of that. Definitely in Chicago. But anyway, man, I'm going to stay tapped in. We're going to stay tapped into what's going on with Bears football. Like I said, again, just a reminder: the Bears go out and interview your boy Cliff Kingsbury for the Bears offensive coordinator position. I know Greg Gable was saying that he was expecting there to be perhaps an announcement by tomorrow. And I was getting my hopes up, but it looks like we're still interviewing candidates. So, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, Ryan Poles. You know what I'm saying? Spread cast the net wide. Do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Play chess out here to make sure whatever we do, we get the best deal. We match this quarterback with a good coordinator, man. I'm finna get out of here. Got a few things to take care of, but listen, I'm gonna be back Saturday. I think Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 Central. We're going to do some Jaden Daniels film. Going to catch you up on what's going on with the Bears, this OC search. Somebody brought up a great point too earlier. We haven't done a bunch of defensive coordinator announcements out there, and we're supposed to be looking for a defensive coordinator too. So that leads me to believe they're either going to hire a guy on staff, perhaps Phil Snow, or I believe it's the DB's coach. His name is Hoke, or maybe they already got a guy in mind, Leslie Frazier or somebody like that. But also keep your ears out for that. Also, don't forget if you watch this on the playback, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the network. Also, catch me on Twitter at Bears, Chicago Bears 360 _ Coach T. We're also on Facebook broadcasting night, also on Twitter broadcasting night. So listen, stay tapped in. We're gonna be here all season long. I'm gonna try and, you know what I'm saying, continue to stay connected to what they got going on. Also, I'm hoping to get to the Senior Bowl this year. I'm still waiting on word for that. But if I can, hopefully I'll get a chance to get in some good interviews, some time with some of these rookies that's coming out in draft, get some eyes on them, and see for myself some of the players that you're hoping that we land on our team. But other than that, I'm going to check y'all out next time. Until then, it's always bear down, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.